Hello, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te trató, guys? So this trick is one of the reasons why I haven't been uploading lately. There is a big issue with the passing inside eFootball. If only you can give passes like this. If you can give passes like this, you are going to win every match. So this kind of passes are very difficult to give. The way I give this kind of pass is to just double tap the power shot, just low power, but it's very hard to double tap the power. I'm not gonna lie, eFootball right now is trash. Honestly speaking, it's terrible. It's trash. I just have to upload this video because it's been a while. It's been a month since I uploaded something. I had to upload something, and that something is how trash, how terrible the eFootball has been lately. And this video would end in 4 minutes time. So the first thing I talked about is the passing. The passing is very terrible. But if you want to give effective pass, you can use the double tap power. By double tap power, that is touch and flick. That touch and flick, guys, we have to use the double tap on the right side of the screen. The second thing about defending is that matchup is very much useless. It's terrible in the sense that if your opponent AI is running with the players very well, like in this situation Gullit is running in a certain way that no matter what, the opponent defender can catch up. If your opponent, if like the striker is running in a very specific way, no matter how you are going to use your matchup is not going to intercept the ball. So what happens is that the way the AI, that is the off movement of the players, have been designed, it has been designed very well that they can run in certain ways that your pressure and your matchup would be useless against the way the AI is running. So the only way you can defend is if AI is not running very well with those players. Like for example, the way I scored with Gullit. If the AI wasn't running so well with Gullit, I wouldn't have scored and opponent would have defended very well. So what I'm doing right now for this terrible game is that I'm using circle matchup. Okay, I'm using circle matchup. Circle, that means I press left side and the right side of the screen to do a circle, and once I'm at the right point I just use pressure. So it's just two things. I use circle matchup. Why I'm using circle matchup is because using direction with matchup is a waste of time. It's useless because everything depends on how the AI is running with the opponent striker. If the AI is running very well with that opponent striker, no matter what you do, the pass is going to go to the AI opponent. And if you aren't able to use your matchup accurately, if you can't use your direction matchup very well, most of the time the passes will go to your opponent's AI. That is why I'm using a circle. The circle matchup doesn't make me do mistakes. It doesn't make me do mistake. I just do circle, and at the right time I just use pressure. The right time I By the right time I use pressure, I mean in situations whereby the ball is in my defense. That is where I use the pressure. It's very important to switch to pressure. And even though these are the two techniques I use right now, it doesn't mean it's going to work all the time because it all depends on how accurate, how well the AI is running. So here is a situation. This guy, if he passes the ball, if the AI moves with the striker very well, the pass is going to connect with that player. Meanwhile, your defenders won't be able to connect with the ball. So that is one trick I'm currently using for the defender, and it's working 100% of the time. And even though it's working, I still don't enjoy eFootball because the passes are terrible. To give passes, you have to be either very fast in giving the passes, or in certain situations you have to clear. And I hate the idea of clearing inside. It's stupid to be clearing, but that's the only thing it can do because your passes won't be going the way it should go. In this situation I would clear, because if I give a pass, as I've shown at the start of the video, passes don't go the way they should go because the passes depend on the power, and Konami can just fix this kind of shit, but Konami hasn't fixed it. So that's it for this video. um It's been a long time, it's been a month since I uploaded, and I want to keep this video very short. So, as usual, I don't know when I'll upload next. You can try this circle trick, and when using the circle trick, you have to be very careful when using a circle trick, because as I've talked about in the middle part of the video, I spoke about the fact that it's not always going to work because of how the AI will be controlling your opponent player. If the AI is controlling them to run very well, okay, if the AI is controlling the AI, see the movement of the opponent, if it's running very well, no matter what you do, is going to win that ball. Okay, so what you can do to avoid that is make sure you clear the ball. To avoid those mistakes, you can go back and rewatch how I considered those two goals. It's because of a mistake in passing, because I made mistakes in passing, my passing delay. That is why I considered those two goals. So you fix that by not making mistakes. You just clear, because you can't always pass, and passing is terrible, particularly if you are having laggy matches. And this is the pass I was talking about at the start of the video. If you can give this low tap, these accurate true passes, you are just done with eFootball. But it's so unfortunate you can't give this kind of passes. So what you gotta do is avoid all the passes mistakes that usually happen. And passing mistakes, there is nothing that can fix your passes mistake. It's just something that happens. You want to pass, and then all of a sudden the game delays you. So I mean, that is it, and I'll see you probably in the next one. There is nothing much to talk about in eFootball. All the players, I mean, there is nothing special. I've tested most players, most epic, legendary, all of them. There's nothing. None of them can give accurate passes the way I want. If Konami can release a player that can give passes exactly the way I want them to give, that would be a player that would be worth buying. But then there are no players worth purchasing that would give you the passes you need. You pass over, the opponent takes the ball, and this is eFootball. You pass, opponent takes the ball, and then you just have to rely on AI moving your players well. If AI doesn't move with your players well, you can't also score. And AI should have moved well with Gullit over here. That is what I'm talking about. When you pass the ball, when you give a true pass, you are not actually controlling the player the way you are supposed to, because there is an element of AI movement. That AI that runs with the player, that AI should be very accurate. But at certain times, it doesn't move the way it should. And you are there just repeat. Yeah, like it's not constant. It's not something that's constant, so it makes things a little bit challenging. So you can't even pass. Even when you clear, it doesn't usually goes exactly where it should go. And I'm using pressure over here. I just passed to GK, and like I've said, that's it. That is what I'm doing. Three back with level 2 attack. That's whenever I want to see the control. That is AI. All of this stuff is AI. There's an element over there, and all of this, the issue is it can be fixed very easily. If Konami doesn't fix it, there's no point in having edX doing all of this stuff. There is no point, because it can be fixed easily. So yeah, that is it. You can try the circle turn. If it works for you, it works for you. I don't know what I'll be uploading this, or I don't know when, But yeah, join Telegram channel, link inside the video description. Bye bye guys.